It's taping.
We live in troubling times. As Americans, we live far more privileged lifestyles than many other people could ever hope for. Despite this, mental illness, drug addiction, and crime run rampant in this country. Law enforcement has been working for centuries to eradicate the criminal aspect in our country, to restore a level of safety and order. Despite their efforts, addiction and crime rates continue to rise in the U.S. It's time for a change. Every year, billions of taxpayers' dollars are funneled into the war on drugs, yet drug abuse rates continue to rise. The only solution to this problem is full decriminalization of drug possession, because it will lower addiction rates, create more room in our currently overcrowded prisons, and mean more money for the country in general. Most people will question why I think that decriminalizing drugs will decrease addiction rates. Wouldn't more people do drugs if the government said that it was okay? If we offer treatment to addicts caught with drugs in place of jail time, we'd be training more people to live a clean life instead of letting them brood in prison. The majority of drug users who are sent to correctional institutes or wilderness rehab programs will come back from their experience looking to use more than ever. I mean, wouldn't you? If you were sent to live off in the woods, nothing else other than a fire and a wooden cabin to keep you warm, wouldn't you kind of want to do drugs more? In 2001, Portugal decriminalized the use of all drugs in their country. They offer rehabilitation programs for drug users in place of criminal charges. 10 years after this law passed, the drug addiction rate in Portugal has been cut in half. The occurrence of paraphernalia-transmitted diseases such as AIDS and HIV has also decreased drastically. The U.S. is the world's leading jailer. Jails are loaded to the brim with inmates ranging from small-time crooks to potheads to murderers. There are currently 2.2 million people kept in America's prison system. Of the 14 million people who are arrested every year, 2 million of these people are arrested on drug charges. This number continues to increase as the drug war receives more money. Personally, I believe it's immoral to lock up people who have committed victimless crimes. A heroin addict doesn't hurt anyone but themselves when they stick a needle into their arm. And if it isn't the point where they're neglecting their children, or it is becoming a problem for other people, I believe they should still be sentenced to jail time. This would also allow our country to have more money in its coffers. Never mind the money that could be made from legalizing drugs. The money we can save by ending the fight against them is game-changing. It's a well-known fact that our country is not in an economic golden age. Our debt increases every day, and citizens are calling out for a solution to the debt issue. While decriminalizing drugs is not a solution, it's a good start. The war on drugs has been going on for decades. With a $15 billion yearly budget, we should hope this war can be won. But it can't. This is a war as much on people's basic rights as it is on drugs. Who are the government to tell people that they can't use drugs if they want to? The crime is victimless and should only be punishable by law if it begins to hurt others. Even with this massive budget, the war on drugs has been largely ineffective. America still has higher abuse rates than just about any other country. Possession was decriminalized